Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and do the logical choice here and go with spellcasting or conjuring, seeing as I'm a mage. Taking a deep breath, you allow your senses to expand into astral space. The colors of the room bleed away, replaced with the vibrant lights and emotions of the spirit world. Surprisingly, no emotions or fear of anger pervade this room. The abiding emotion of the room is steeped in one of perfunctory satisfaction. What the fuck is that word? As if someone had accomplished an important task. It would seem like that Tong was surprised. If he was not, it would be certain that you would feel lingering fear within the room. Well, really? That's strange, Kara. You're right, though. He definitely didn't see it coming. I've already done that. Okay, so he was surprised. He had no idea. He had no reason to suspect anything would happen. Interesting. Alright. So interesting. It wasn't fear, so he wasn't held up. He wasn't being intimidated by someone. That's important. Search bathroom. Tong's bathroom is immaculate, and the drains are tiny. Whatever killed him didn't exit through there. Alright. Desk safe. Tong's drawers are open, and the safe that's built into one side has been opened. There's no sign of tampering, and the green light next to the word unlocked is blinking. Whoever on the safe did it with a key fob. Side of several blank cred sticks, but no sign of any with money on them. Looks like someone looted a stash. A guy like this wouldn't keep only empty cred sticks in his safe. That's true. He would keep money and other things in there. Probably drugs. Probably that weird drug they use that... Let's see what he's got in here. This is a Yamaha 95000V SimSynth, a device for mixing and mastering SimSynth chips. Several drive bays are empty, and all of the chip jacks are empty. The screen is flashing a repeated error message. Warning, requested files cannot be found. Please return drive to bay and try again. I can't deck this. Isobel? So it rattles on some commands. There, I put the drive warning on suspend. It's in diagnostic mode only though. Maybe we'll learn something, maybe not. Okay, drive error, okay, beginning core dump, please wait. Long did speed the scroll along this blah blah blah. Based on the numbers you're seeing, Tong's SimSynth has been hacked to remove the peak controller levels from the chips he's been burning. The required operation to make BTL chips. The delta wave outputs for these chips push them dangerously into brain-burning territory. Somebody's cleaned out Tong's BTL stash. So somebody hacked his shit. Interesting. It's hard for me to believe that what did this also did that. More than likely somebody came in here and hacked shit and stole shit after he was already murdered. That's my assumption for right now. Because somebody that can do that would be methodical. Wouldn't just flay a guy like this. Let's see if anybody down here has anything to tell me. Although it looks like Robert has something. Porter. What do you do around here, Porter? It's a catch-all category, I guess. I work for Elder If. It's been a long... I make sure people don't break the rules, protect people who need protecting. Mostly I just do whatever ask me to. It's a pretty equal job most days. Today's not one of those days. I also handle a lot of maintenance. I don't actually do the repairs, but I got most of the keys. It makes it easy to ensure only authorized people get into sensitive places. Electricity goes down. I like the electrician who... Oh my god. I let in the electrician who fixes the wiring. Toilets clogged. I let in the drone guy who opens it back up. Looks like somebody went through Tong's things. Has anyone else been in there? Not since I've been here. But before I found him, could have been anybody really. They've had a key to this place, but the log's total crap. Anybody half decent at cracking mag locks could have gotten through. His BTLs, hard drives, and cred sticks are all gone. Sounds like the killer looted this place to me. All those talk of monsters. Yeah, sure. There are scary things that go bump in the night, but most of the scary bumps I hear from handguns and gangers. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's the killer that robbed him. Somebody else robbed him. Zippy. Hey, stranger. What are you buying? Nice to see you, Zippy. Toe tag. At your service. How are you liking Wampole Garden? You're awfully friendly. You don't even know me. We've never met before this, but I know exactly who you are. You're my replacement. The others have had me autopsy what was left of Eldegan and Elder Nakamura after they got ripped apart, but I didn't want to dig any deeper. Since I don't know you, and I can smell a Shadowrun a mile away, you've got to be the outsider they asked to stop the killings, right? Very astute, that's right. So you have good eyes. A lot of good eyes, actually. If you're in the market for... It was pretty funny. A stand-up comedian. Man, I killed myself. That was awful. Make a joke like that again, maybe I'll kill you. That was awful. I know I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but all my jokes are terrible. So if you're not a comedian, what are you? I'm one of the only trained surgeons around here. I keep the other ones healthy, gotta practice down the road. Ben Chen's a pretty good cyber doc, but he's basically an implant specialist, and that's it. Okay, how'd you end up here? I did my residency back in the UCAS, could have become a real MD. Too, if things hadn't gone south for unrelated reasons. I also deck a little, but I'm better at slicing skin than I see. Wampole Garden seemed a good fit for me. Must have a lot of customers. That's the shit truth. I have to charge to cover my costs, and eat, but it's damn near a free service. There's always a waiting list, but it's good, honest work. I like helping my neighbors, and the community will look out for each other. If somebody messes with one of us, they mess with us all. It was him. He did it. It's a vampire. It's always vampires. The kind of community is rare as gold these days. How many places have an ethos like this? Like us. Not the damn cops. Living in a lot of places. Done my fair share of shadowrunning, but this place isn't special. Okay, I'm sure I'll move again, but not for a while. So is it fairly peaceful around here? For the most part, other than these killings, we don't have much by the way of problems. We do information security for triads, and that makes us fairly impervious to anyone who wants to start trouble. If anyone starts something, we hit them with the Matrix, while our triad friends hit them with the meat space. I see. Let me ask you about Wampole Garden. You tell me about the Elders. What are your thoughts on the murders? Pretty gruesome business. The guy died from a broken neck. Looked like someone had wrenched it around. And his arms and legs were cut off. Some skin flayed away too. Nakamura had his throat ripped out by someone with pretty sharp teeth. At first I thought it was a devil rat, but the teeth marks were all from something with a humanoid jaw. It's a vampire. I didn't look at Yatunda. From what I saw at the distance, it was the same story. Didn't seem points, since I'd seen it twice already. As for Tong, from what Porto told me, it was Gana Nakamura all over again. You took a look at him yet? Yeah, it's the same as you described. Damn, I like Tong. The BTL business isn't savory, but the man had to eat, and his regular sims were great. Generally all around nice guy, friendly with everyone. Never had anyone mad at him. There ain't no justice, let me tell you what. What are you into about the Elders? Well, they're an eclectic bunch, that's for sure. Where to start? Nig's the spiritual leader here. She's a she? I thought that was a dude. She's the voice of the Womp Ones, I guess. A lot of her close friends. Oh no, I guess it was a she. I suppose said so. Maybe it's a cultural thing for people who grew up here, but it's never called to me. Still, she makes a damn fine pot of tea. Ips the muscle and has an encyclopedic knowledge of cyber and Bioware. Definitely a good guy to have watching your back. Not too friendly, but you know how it is. You get a lot of cyber, people start wondering if he'll tear their arms off. He's got moves straight out of Blood Carnival 3, The Reckoning. Terrible movie, but great fight choreography. That makes me think of The Raid. Best fight scenes I've ever seen. What about Tang? I don't know much about him, but I think he's got some kind of fetish for automation. Found him cooing over some trids of automated delivery drones in a warehouse once. He works with drones. He's a shop called the Blessed Autofab. He was raving of the efficiency of the movement patterns or something. You already know about Tong, or Ransom's BTL skill chips. Gan used to be city planner before he had a nervous breakdown and got involved in statistical analysis. Nakamura came from Fukuoka, I don't know. I was interested in entertainment, triad mostly, spent a lot of time analyzing subliminal and ads. Then there was Magpie. She was a chief decker, hot as hell against IC, and built her own hardware. Salty old woman, though. Never been anyone who was quite as thorough as nasty as she was. She was mad most of the time. Tell me more about her. Not much to tell, really. Maybe a month ago, she just up and disappeared. I went to her shop one day, and she just wasn't open. Nobody's seen her since. Why would she disappear? No idea. One day she was here, the next poof. At first I thought she was just on vacation since she had mentioned wanting to see the Kingdom of Hawaii. There's supposed to be an apostrophe there. Someday, but it didn't feel right. She would have at least told me she was leaving. It seems mighty suspicious to me. Nobody else seems to care what happened to her, probably because she pissed them all off so bad. So Hawaii broke away from the U.S. and formed its own nation of the Hawaii, like the Kingdom of Hawaii, apostrophe I, Hawaii. That's just a pretty cool idea. Anyways, is there a place you think I should start looking? A little odd for her to just disappear, don't you think? Of course it's odd. She showed me lunch, too. She was the sort who paired her debts promptly. You might want to check out her shop. It's all locked up, but the other elders have a spare key. Couldn't hurt to look around, and even though Magpie was always butting heads with the other elders, they wouldn't have any reason not to let you in. What do you mean, they were butting heads? Magpie and the other... This is too easy. Magpie and the others never saw eye to eye. She was contrary for the sake of it. Most of the rest had a good vision for what they wanted this neighborhood to become. Magpie just wanted a deck. She was only an elder because they needed someone with her matrix chops. The last big argument was between her, Nig, Ip, and Nakamura. It was over something relatively trivial. I think Nakamura wanted to expand the pirate trade business into the matrix, and she absolutely refused. Why'd she refuse? She said something about not using up valuable bandwidth for trivial entertainment bullshit. Anyway, it went from there into this rant about how she was going to let Tang expand his drone business any further, because it would get too much Megacorp attention. He accused her of blocking them just because she could, which is probably true. Lots of screaming. What do you mean, blocking them? Everybody needs their matrix skills for the business to run properly. There are other deckers, me, say, or Mo, Jinibi. But she had the infrastructure, and if the project didn't interest her, she wouldn't even give them. I see. She's real hard-headed about having her time wasted, but she figures if she's not interested in something, it has no value objectively. I agree. Kind of a major blind spot. Yeah, it's a blind spot, but it works. Sounds like she was critical. Yes and no. She was, but she disappeared. She's taken over running the Matrix infrastructure. He's not as good as she was, but his experience with drones makes him the best candidate. They wouldn't entrust something like that to anyone. I see you later. Okay, lots of information there. Like, whole 15 fucking minutes of that shit. So we got information on the backstory. Long story short, it sounds like the elders are generally okay, or at least in terms of what people think about them. Sounds like Magpie is the only one that's pissed people off. We've got some motherfuckers. Breaker Hui and Mo Jinibi. Your name was just mentioned, so I'm going to talk to you. Dumps constant music, the songs. Let's see. Can you believe this? They've got 4 bootlegs of Echelon 60. The unreleased Ian Keys double chip show for Brazzaville, but absolutely 0 chips from Shotgun Bloom. The stall stuff is purely second rate. Hey man, don't get down on Echelon 60. I saw them when they played that unlicensed show at Old Chaka Tart Factory out in Soon. Oh my Jesus fuck. The show was amazing, even if the police had to break it up midway through the second tet. The show might have been great, but come on, Echelon 60's old news. They've already being mainstreamed. I saw a Trid ad for the new Mitsubishi Astro Scooter, and they were using main volt underbus as the braking value. Made me sad, I tell you. Mo Jimby at your service, Decker, technologist, music fan. You're not from around here, are you? You don't hold yourself like a native. Now, Wampa Garden, I'm from UCAS. That's it. What brings you here? Just here to do some shopping. I'm trying to find out who's been killing the elders. Oh, that's nasty business. I heard Tong died tonight. I don't know who or what they pissed off, but it seems like a really bad scene. I'm trying to keep my nose out of it. Still, I like this place. Is there anything I can do to help? What can you tell me about the one? Know anything about the murders? Fuck it. I'm trying to stay as far away as possible. I'm not connected to anything important and all type of monsters. All I know is that a couple of months ago we had Elder Nakamura, and now we don't. She's a hateful, shrewish old badger of a person. It was always her way of a highway. She'd butt heads with the elders over them and everything. The last fight she had was with Tang over something or other. I guess she ended up throwing some of his micro drones into a deep fryer and threatening to kick his ass around the block. Interesting. Scare. Her shop's called the Jackpot. Not very imaginative, I know. She always had the hottest programs, best chips, and made some killer decks for anybody willing to pay her rates. Cost plenty of Nuyen? I see. See you later. Alright, let's talk to Breaker Hui. Fucking talk to him. Me. Oh, Jesus. He's a troll. Ho there. You look like a man who understands the value of self-defense. Breaker Hui at your service, and I can promise you I can help you defend yourself. What do you want? Want to take a look? Yeah, oh, he's a shop. Oh. Shot glove. Unarmed. An armored glove, damage, strength +2, may do AP damage on critical hits, allows for an enhanced stun attack on a 2-round cooldown. Fuck it, I guess. Confirm. Nothing right now. So he's a vendor, I didn't know that, but whatever. I guess I'll buy a shot glove. I may or may not use it. Kita. Akunta Kente. Oh, Demurga. And this goes to the Wampa. Let's talk to you. This man has tried demeanor. He lifts his cup of cheap soy calf as you approach. Is that some coffee? Guess either freelancers or elders. Oh, dude, his eyes are fucking sick. Okay, it must be magical. Look at the murders around here. That's right. Who are you? Call me DeMerkel. I'm not one of the Wampums, but I've been here long enough that they don't think twice about me being here. So what have you got? So what have you found so far? What's it to you? Professional curiosity. I used to be with the New York Police Department as part of their thaumaturgical research division, part of the CSI branch. Except I did the magical investigation while the other guys pulled prints and checked blood samples. Yeah, this is sick. This is sick as fuck. The glowing eyes and the necklace. I like that. When I hear about shit like this happening, I keep my ear to the ground. Old habits, you know. So why aren't you investigating it? Elder Nig asked me to look into the killings after the first murder. She couldn't afford my fee, though, so I took a pass. It's not just the money, either. You see that stuff day after day, you pay a price. It eats away at you. You know what it's like to feel all the sickness and anger every day? To be asked to pick up a murder weapon and relive somebody's death, feel it going into your neck, pleading in the voice of a dead woman for her killer to spare you. These days, I'd rather interrogate the living things. That sounds fucking terrible, actually. Awful. It's more than awful. It's goddamn nightmare is what it is. When I couldn't wake up from for a long time, sometimes you have to cut and run, start fresh. At least now I get to pick my jobs. I read objects. It's called psychometry. A little trick I managed to pick up. Don't really know how. I held something. I can tell you what happened to it. What's killed something. Useful, but I'll tax your heart. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to read anything you find. I already told Nig I didn't want any part of this. You want advice? I'll give you that. But I'm not getting drawn into further than that. So aside from that, is there anything I can help you with? Okay, what do you know about the murders? Tong was afraid when he died. Tong wasn't afraid. He was caught by surprise. That's not what I would have expected. With the amount of mess each scene, the victims should have left behind a hell of a lot more fear and pain. Are you sure? Very sure. Tong died tonight, so the astral signature hasn't had time to fade. There was only a sense of perfunctory accomplishment. And it sounds like it wasn't a crime of passion. A planned attack would have that kind of resonance, in my experience. It's possible the gore show is to throw off anyone looking for the actual reason. Yeah, if I wanted to kill someone and get away with it, I'd try and point the finger at some kind of monster. Basic Investigation 101. It's usually the simplest explanation, but don't discount other possibilities. It's a possibility. Ask yourself this. If the mutilation happened after Tong's death, why would a killer perform that kind of ritual? Serial killers who engage in that kind of ritual don't feel perfunctory about... What is this word? I've never heard that in my life about it, in my experience. It tends to feel more like they're talking communion. It's a religious or sexual feeling most of the time. If this didn't feel that way, I don't think the killer is actually pathological. Interesting. Yeah, no, I already gathered that. I already fucking said that. But it's good to have somebody confirm it. Assuming what he told me about himself is true, then yeah. Kita. Stempiol, Besley Heavy, Kita's 1 yen yet. Kakavia smell. Okay. What do you got? No picture on this guy. Interest you in some dango? Takoyaki. Let me have some dango. Fish balls aren't. The Japanese twist. Any kind of taste of Japanese treat you can imagine, I've got it. Maybe some curry fish balls or your speed. Kitu will give you your heart's desire. I'll take some dango. Fuck it. Your wish is my command, good sir. You detective pulls out one of the dango sticks out of the cart and drops it onto the grill. A small robotic arm slides out from the cart and begins turning the stick until the balls of rice flour are toasted brown color. Lifting them from the grill, Kita dips the entire stick into a tub of sticky brown sauce before handing it to you. The snack has both a sweet and salty flavor, reminiscent of sesame seeds and soy. The balls inside are pleasantly warm and surprisingly chewy, a bit like eating raw dough, but without the attendant chalky taste. So, what brings you to the Wampa Garden, my friend? Somehow I doubt it's just street food. Just here on a job. I can respect that. Sometimes the tides of life take you to strange places, and few places are stranger than this. Haha. You need to tell me about people here. What's with all the trid screens? Any thoughts on the murders? Yeah, ignore them. I saw the crowd down at Dang's Sensory Carnival earlier tonight, but I didn't know the guy very well. I'm a Triad fan. He likes The Sims. Not a lot of crossover between us. See you later. Okay. Alright, let's actually take a look here. Search for the killer in Wampa Garden. Get the key to Magpie's shop. And we have no items yet. And there was nothing over here, right? Yeah, so I think we need to go see if we can grab the key to her shop. Eat some dango, it was delicious. Alright, Elder Nig. Oh shit, wait, no. There's people. This guy's got a thing to say. Well, who are you? Minvo? Welcome to Minvo Matrix Micros, aka MVMM. What can I get you? Oh, it's a shop. Oh, dear gods. Things. Well, none of this actually matters to me in any way. A mobile pharmacy stocked to the brim with drugs and a dart launcher. Control 3 data jam. No, I don't need that. See you later. Let's go over here. I kind of want to buy that. I kind of want to get that drone. I hear that getting a drone that automatically injects you with a bunch of shit's good, but I don't want to spend my points that far. Separate my points like that. This woman, I see you when she speaks, you know, particular lyrical accent or whatever. Something I can help you with there, friend. Throwing me off my game and I'm trying to beat my best score. Some interesting hair you have? Really? Not really. I would expect that. Take where Europa. I haven't seen one of those cabinets in years. I mean, neither. I managed to find this one by accident, but I heard the music and thought, hold on there, Rainbow, you know that tune. Piss on your ma, a right robbery that was. You don't seem like the Wampans. They all might touched, yeah, maybe you are too, but you don't advertise it like they do. What's your story on? Just here on a job, that's all. Alright, these murders and whatnot I expect. Best of luck with that. Seems like a nasty business and one that I don't care to get involved with. Born and raised in Dublin, down on the banks of Liffey. Spent most of my early life there working security and sacred, you know, historical sites and about land. Okay. Spent a lot of time around. Oh. Quickly, I always loved animals and found that being a ranger put me close with them. It was a good time making sure. What's that? An eat whiskey? Nah, it's just a word for water, which is how whiskey's got its name. It's a cannibal horse, basically. If you've never heard of a word, be glad. It drags you into bogs to kill you. Sometimes people call them kelpies on account of the water plants they poop out. Lol. Anyway, the problem was I started to develop this wee knack. Just a small thing. I keep magic from walking when I'm around. Spells don't go. Spirits fall apart. Oh. Things worse, this was around the time Liam O'Connor threw his coup and formed Turnanog. All this fancy talk about elves and ancient magic, 'twas a bit scandalous to have a woman guarding ancient sites that wasn't just mundane, but also killed magic around her, so I got fired. You're older than Turnanog? Bang on, and I don't look a day over 25, do I? I guess not. Hey, I'm Irish, not one of them noggins, pack of punchers like. Kika doesn't work pointy enough, and they do meet some stupid arbitrary criteria of old nobility. It was the kind of thing that brought back the IRA, just like the old days of the Troubles. Skewers and the new turd didn't pay for the land. They just had a pack of bullies with guns. I've always been sympathetic to a little guy in a fight and offered to pay me for my help, so I said yes, simple as that. So I became a terrorist. Don't be so dramatic. They fixed me up with a cyber stitcher and gave me a lot of smuggling, running guns, making contracts in Europe. Alright, see you later, Rainbow. Interesting. Interesting, indeed. Oh shit, wait a minute, no! Hold up, I saw a person over here. Who are you? Wing Kai Kwok? Welcome, sir. Welcome to home to the finest clothing waffle garden. I am the... Oh, yeah, show me what you have. Clothing? Is that a suit? Oh my god. Tailored suit, interwoven... Dude. Give me that suit. I hope this doesn't look like fucking shit. I expect from Waffle Garden to have a tailor's in it. Goodbye. Let's see if I look like garbage. Please tell me I look fucking sick. I'm gonna get over here and like... Yeah, I look fucking sick. That's what I want. Yeah, Elder Nick. Alright. Why didn't you tell me about Elder Magpie disappearing? Why would we have? Her departure from the Wampers isn't related to your investigation. It happened before the killings began. I'm certain she's just off sulking somewhere. No doubt she'll come waltzing back next month, all full of attitude, the life dared to go out without asking her permission. If she does, we'll welcome her back, despite our problems with her behavior. Her skills make her extremely valuable. I've taken over maintenance for our matrix infrastructure in her absence, but I'm nowhere near her level. The best I can do is ensure nothing breaks down until she returns. I'd like to take a look around her shop. Do you have the key? Yes, but there's a lot of sensitive equipment in there, including our community servers. We don't let anyone in there. Wampanolders there. Why Listen, you wanted me to find a killer. If I'm going to do that, I have to explore every possibility. Very well, take the key and look around. Just don't break anything and shut the servers off. I'll be going. Okay, cool. I got the key, and I got a new fucking suit. I mean, I'm gangly as fuck, but that's just elves in this world. Look fucking radical. I'm okay with being in a suit. It's an armor up from what I had, so it's no real loss on my end. Alright, so we've got a key to Elder Magpie's shop. I don't believe she's the killer. It seems too easy, but watch it be. Okay, this is it. The jackpot. Is there anything else up here? I don't think these are visible unless I'm near them. I guess I'll... Oh. Hold up. Well, I'll do it when I come back. No, nothing here. Yeah, nothing here. There's just that dude. Alright. Wanted to take a look at this building real quick. Let's stand right here. Like, for this type of game, it matters to get the impact of, your design. You know, you need it to look really good, to stand out, to catch your eyes. Because since you're going to be looking at static things for so long, it needs to look really nice. I really like this. I think it's all really pretty. Like, this is the kind of book I would like to read, you know? I really like this, so I guess we're going to go up here and roll up into her shop and see what's going on, I suppose. The jack point. Let's get in there. Alright, there's a lot of stuff in here. That has been hassled. But that could be, that could have been tamed. I guess we'll have to see.